Hey, what's up, everybody? Gene Fetty with AAI here with our new series, Chat GPR. So we are out live in preparation for the Anson Open House here in Burleson, Texas. We did a nice collision, large damage glue pull repair training yesterday here. Christina and Craig and the whole Anson crew was very welcoming, as always, to have us in. And today we're set up to kick off our Chat GPR series. And I thought, what better way to kick off the whole series than to get Mr. Craig Dyer from Anson, who is, man, I don't know anybody that has more glues and more knowledge of the types of glues in the business than this man right here. So Craig, thanks for having us out and welcome to the show.
I tell you what, y'all are already making our week better, and it's going to be a great weekend here at the open house. And yeah, we do have a lot of glues.
You sure do. You sure do. So, and that's what we want to talk about today. A little on the history of glue. When did y'all start getting into glue and really adding that to the inventory here at Anson?
Well, I'm a PDR tech, ex-PDR tech now. Just like you, started pushing dents, fixing hail damage cars. We would sneak little wires and things on rails trying to fix them, and that's all you had. A company called Worth out of Germany came out with a kit.
Yep, I remember that kit.
And you had big oval tabs like this, round ones like this, 3 different colors of each, which changed the flexibility in durometer. It was built, as far as I understand, to help out in the body shop stuff.
Yep.
Just really, pulling stuff out, but not fixing it. So us PDR guys would take these tabs, and oval ones we would cut little crease tabs.
Right.
The bigger ones we'd cut down to nickel, dime, quarter, and we thought that was the cat's meow, So that's my first recollection. There's nothing prior that I'm aware of.
Right, yeah, and that was probably, late 90s is when that came out.
Yeah. And so a lot of us in the PDR industry were using that, and it was working. We thought it was great, but, needed some improvement, something for our industry.
Right.
The glue that you got in these kits, some people may disagree with me, but it was crap.
Oh, it was terrible. You couldn't get it off the car. It's sticky, gooey. Oh, I remember it. Yep.
The only value that glue had is the way their tabs were built. They were so big you could use almost anything.
Right. Yeah. When you get that much surface area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, back at the end of the 90s, around 2000, 2001, things started changing. The first glue that I would call a real PDR glue for our industry was the Amar Brothers out of Humble, Texas, did a Dent Out Red.
That was my first glue.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did a Cactus Green. Both of those at this point have been around ballpark 22, 23 years.
Right.
We also did a black glue. We call it Black Widow now. Really good for like Houston, Texas weather, warm and humid and stuff. But those 3, by my memory, were basically the only ones till
Sure.
10, 12 years ago.
Right.
I know when I went full-time with Anson, we did the pink bubble gum.
Okay.
And, another glue's out. People were excited, and it's still popular with a lot of people. It's their favorite. But initially, I think it was, this is new.
Right. Well, everybody wants to try what's new. What do they walk in? Craig, what's the new deal? What's the new glue? What is it?
After almost 30 years around this stuff, our van drivers still hear the same thing. What do you got new? What do you got new? And so we thrive on that. We cater to the customer as best we can. And that's kind of my job, is creating new products.
Right.
And to this day, even new glues.
Well, that's awesome. That's cool. Yeah. That's very cool. So let's talk about glue. You talked about Cactus Green. And I remember we had a hail guy come in. It must have been in 2011. Okay. And he called Anson. Yeah. Right before the internet and everything, called in.
Yeah.
Maybe he said, fax. Maybe fax. And he said, hey, I've got a whole a whole box. I think he was buying it by the pound.
Okay.
Back in the day of the green glue, and he's like, "Man, this stuff is awesome. It's great." So I can remember. So that was 11. So that's 13 years ago that the green was popular. We were talking this morning beforehand. How popular is the green glue?
Yeah. Well, I can tell you this much. Social media-wise, you'll see everybody's favorite, and rightfully so. Always gravitate to what works for you. But our conversation this morning, I told Gene, I can tell you with absolute fact and proof, the two biggest sellers in the world are cactus green and tab weld.
Right here. That's it.
You know.
That is the name of the game.
Yeah.
Right, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I still have, so going back to my early Kiko days in the system, it was collision glue, right? Cam Auto Collision.
Yes, sir.
Cactus green and tab weld.
Yes, sir.
And I've still got techs all over the country that say this green is where they go. It's just their go-to glue. They love it, and it works.
There's, I don't know how many new glues have come out that I've personally been involved with.
Right.
And other people coming out with more, but nothing has slowed down tab weld and cactus green.
And tab weld. I remember when Keith first brought this out to the market, and man, it is a hard pulling glue. And my favorite part is summertime when we get into those hot days. This is one of my go-to hot weather glues. Right, it just seems to work better or work well on those hot, humid Pittsburgh days. It's not like Texas hot, but it's still pretty warm.
Yeah, no, it's an awesome glue. There's going to be people disagree.
Well, of course.
Oh, no, I like XYZ glue better. Okay, God bless you.
Right. Well, I can remember even going back to that dent out, and you already said it, like find the glue that works for you. I even talked to my buddy Jean, or Zan for us Americans, and he talked about, I tried to convince him, try this glue. He said, listen, I've been using this glue, and I don't know what brand it is or what it is. He said, but I've been using this glue for so long, I know every nuance about it. And I was like, you know what?
How many trophies does he have on his wall? So he's probably right for him.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's got it dialed in. And I can remember the Dent Out Red, which is that high humidity, hot weather glue. When I found that it worked, this would have been late 08, 9, 10. Man, I used that year round in Pittsburgh, so I didn't care if I was out on the car lot and it was 30 degrees. I just needed to work faster. But learning a glue is a big deal for sure.
No doubt. I think the biggest leap that the glue industry has ever had so far was when the Dent Out Red glue came out. Just because there was such an infancy and finally a real glue for our industry. Not that whatever Worth had's a fake glue. It's probably good for something else.
Right.
Like, all of a sudden, we can use this. By then, we knew how to use alcohol, or we thought we did. People tried other stuff. 91% or 99%. It's the only way to go, though, guys.
Absolutely.
But over the years, we've had some failures. I did a formula years ago called Gold Rush.
Okay.
It was ran wrong, but for whatever reason, we didn't send it back, and it sat around forever. Well, that particular glue, we're now using a company out of Brazil, Brazilian hell glue. It's an awesome formula. We put a label over the bags because we had gazillion bags. And that's recent, just in the past year or two. And that's another formula that's, those formulas are getting popular around the world.
Nice. It's those little changes, and then, it's that adoption.
Yes. If you hadn't tried a Brazilian glue, and you've been using Dent Out Red, which still holds its own with anybody, when you first try it, I don't know, maybe it's like, it doesn't feel right to me. Well, it's not the glue, it's us.
Yes, it's what we're used to. It's what you're used to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But, it's been quite when the tab weld was done, that probably put a next level as far as something popular and sales and all. And, there's going to be people tell you, that's not even close to my favorite. Well, God bless you. Whatever you use is great.
Exactly.
I'd prefer you didn't go to a big box store like, you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. Well, that's, it always drives me crazy that the technicians try to cheap out and cut corners. Why not work with something that's proven? But more importantly, especially in such a small niche industry, why not support the innovators who are putting the time, money, and R&D into new products, be it glue or a tool or a tab or a light, right? Support the people that are innovating and driving innovation instead of trying to save a buck and supporting these huge corporations, in my opinion.
You need to work for us. I tell you what I tell people, and this may sound a bit rude. Melissa may edit it. I hope not.
Well, that one's live, so there's no editing on that one.
I tell people, they'll come in the store, you probably need glue. It's like 1 out of every 300. Oh, no, I go to XYZ big box store. And I'm a pretty nice guy.
Sure.
But I don't let that go. I'm like, oh, is this a hobby for you?
Right, exactly.
So seriously, guys, is this a hobby or how you're supporting your family? Use the best stuff you can get from a professional PDR supplier.
Correct.
You got them all over the United States and Europe, and you're going to spend $5 more on that much glue. Do it, because there's fine stuff and more coming. And what keeps more coming are you guys.
Exactly.
Financing the R&D.
Right. Well, and look at the innovation, right? Like, so Worth started in 99. Early 2000s, Anson and Denout start bringing glues. And then, Keith and Black Plague starts bringing the tab weld and the Black Plague tabs, or the gangrene tabs. And then Kiko starts innovating, and Cam Auto comes into the picture. And now because of innovators and because of small companies, with backing by the people that are using this every day, you're innovating. And now we're reaching from the PDR world and building a bridge over into the collision world.
That's
right?
Awesome.
And literally, I hear from techs that glue pull repair changes their lives. It changes how they repair cars.
Sure.
All built and born out of the innovation from small companies like Anson, like Cam Auto, like Kiko.
Yep, absolutely. It's, man, back in the days when there was no glue pulling, to see that Worth thing, to go from there to now, it's amazing.
That's quite an evolution.
Especially what you guys can do on the big smash.
It's unbelievable.
You know my motto. And
smaller dents, bigger dollars.
That's right.
We're going for big dents and big dollars.
You guys have all that big smash glue. You use more glue.
Yes. Well, of course we do. Yeah, I can do a whole lot of hail cars with a few sticks, right? And one smash, and we're cruising through it.
Oh yeah, I'm getting $25 out of you if you do a big smash.
That's right. We like it. That's good. So talking about those big smashes, let's talk about some of the collision glues that are on the market, because I promise you, these collision glues are not available in any big box stores. Right?
No.
That's stuff this stuff and the way these glues pull and the nuances that come with them are not available anywhere else.
Absolutely
right.
Not.
That is where it's at.
Not that I'm aware of.
Not that I've seen either. So with that, right, like I think the first real collision glue that hit this space is the Cam Auto collision glue, right?
Yep.
It is the collision glue that obviously Cam Auto sells. It's also the collision glue included in the Kiko systems.
Yep.
Do you remember the video that Charles Cam Auto put out where he glued the tab to the front of the car?
Yes.
And picked it up off the ground with collision glue?
Yes.
Like, if that doesn't talk about how strong and how incredible collision glue is, man.
This glue right here is built out of a top quality factory.
Yep, absolutely. So now
American made as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah.
I like that. That's anytime we can support America. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. So now you guys have also moved into the collision space, right? With some glue.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We try not to interfere with anybody else.
Well, sure, but listen, it's a big market and there's room for everybody.
Absolutely.
And there's always room for more innovation. You've got two glues that I think they shine. And they sort of, in my mind, right, they sort of sandwich the Cam Auto glue. So it's like this right here. So the Cam Auto, I would call the middle of the road, works for everything, on the collision side of things, right? It's a great glue. I really have no complaints with it. On either side, right, we've got our tequila collision here. I remember when you sent me a bag of this before it was in the tequila bags. And I also remember when you sent me the Anson hard pull before it was in bags, right? I like big Ziploc bags full. These two glues, I've not found any glue anywhere that holds up to double action moves. So that's tension out or pulling out or tension left and right.
Yes, sir.
And then smacking the hammer or smacking the panel where you're really sending that shock and vibration through. This stuff just holds.
Yeah.
Like it will take as much abuse as you want to throw at it. Now, it's not the strongest, hardest pulling.
It's super flexible.
It is very flexible. But when you need that move, when you're trying to flow that metal back in, that tequila collision, it's there for the ride.
Yeah, that's just about as strong as it gets.
Now this,
to my knowledge.
So this Anson hard pull, right? And I love the new packaging because selling more glue. This fits great in the toolbox drawer. It's double the sticks of a bag. That's where it's at. This has become my go-to everyday collision glue. It's what I load my guns up with. And I'm even using it on some of those harder, heavier hit, like oversized rail hail dents. This gets down to the bottom. It bites. Still got that collision glue flexibility and lets you work it up and pull it up. I find that it, even in the cooler weather, right, when we get down to the bottom of the range in the mid 70s, it still doesn't get real chippy. Right. This has become my glue. This would be if the glue is going to approve a collision glue, right? That's it right there.
You know, I'm glad to hear it. We're hearing that more and more over the past couple of years. You're in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
And I will tell you on this glue, like Gene said, down to 70s, it doesn't get chippy or brittle or whatever. If you can't control your conditions some and you're working in 40-degree weather, you're going to get some chippiness, brittleness, that, and the other.
Of course.
Gene's other favorite, you're not going to get that.
No, that's going to.
Have you ever seen this go brittle?
I have not. No, it's so flexible.
So just so you know some differences on the glues. This one here is made by Tech Bond in England. You know, a lot of people think worry about keeping secrets. It's Tech Bond in England makes this for us. Okay, it's super flexible. Some people call it a solvent-free glue. I don't believe there's any such thing. These two glues, the Cam Auto Collision, which is awesome. The Anson Collision are both made by the same factory. They're different glues here in the United States. So, man, you got 3 of them here and 2 of them are made right here in the United States. We love the factory that builds this. It's the biggest adhesive supplier in the States, maybe the world. We never asked them to, but they defer anybody in the automotive industry to us.
Oh, that's cool.
You want a glue built, you got to go through Anson.
Oh, wow.
Well, that goes from starting off with them 2000, 2001.
Sure, right.
Paying our bills, doing a high volume.
Yep.
And, you know, things like that. So we're pretty proud of that. We never asked for that.
Right. That's cool. That's when you know you're dealing with a good, solid company, right?
Well,
that's taking care of people.
They won't just do that with anybody. And there's other glues we build for other people. It's like, I called around, and you know, it's that's nice,
right?
And we never asked for it.
Right. Listen. That's just playing the long game.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Glues, man, it's one of the most talked about, highly debated things in our industry. Well, that's just fun at the end of the day. Go out and fix your hell cars with whatever you like.
Exactly. Or your collision cars with whatever you like.
Yes, or your collision cars.
Yeah.
The smaller dents, bigger dollars guy doesn't do collision stuff.
No. Man, so that's probably our most asked question. Like they'll watch a pull. What glue was that? What glue was that?
Yeah.
It's also my least favorite question.
Yeah.
What glue was that? It's the glue that works. It's the process.
Yeah.
So to answer that question fully, yes, the glue is important, especially on this collision side, right? Like these glues are special, but it is a combination of the glue, the tab technology, the lifting device, the preparation, right? The process, all of that comes together. And that is really where the magic happens, right? Even in class yesterday, man, I can't believe that holds. I can't believe it pulls like that. We're using top quality products, doing proper prepping procedures, proper pulling procedures, and then magic happens. Yes.
And then talent like yours makes upper level stuff even better.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
He gets shy, doesn't he, on compliments?
I'm just trying to be a humble guy. I just know how to make tabs stick to metal or stick to paint and make metal flat. That's about all.
Well,
that's about all
you
it
need
is.
to know.
I guess so. Don't overthink it, right?
Yeah.
So, well, this is awesome. Craig, thank you so much for taking some time and sitting down with us. Before we check out of the interview, we're live. We're good. No questions on live. That's all right. AnsonPDR.com, right?
Yep,
is the website for Anson.
That's our website, AnsonPDR.com.
And make sure you go to the App Store, and download the Anson app. You'll stay in touch with the guys that are driving around the country. And I happen to know that they do some specials for the app users for the app orders. So maybe you'll get a little surprise glue stick in your next order.
So every order at AnsonPDR.com or the App Store always gets a goodie bag. There's thousands of you out there that know this. Download the Anson app. Use it when you order. Every month you get a free pack of glue. Every month.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're giving away well over 6 figures of free glue every year.
That is awesome.
I'm getting a shock face back there.
Right.
This month, we're in May.
Yep.
Brazilian hell glue called Gold Rush. 1,000 orders, $25,000 worth of glue.
Wow. That is awesome.
So download the app.
Yes.
Free pack of glue. Oh, I might want to try that. Order. We try to make it super easy.
Exactly. Well, listen, I can't thank you enough for sitting down for the interview and the graciousness of your whole Anson family.
They're amazing.
It's just, you guys are just salt of the earth people, and we're so blessed to be able to come down and spend time with you. And we're so grateful for the space that you gave us to help teach this and bring things forward. So
we're excited to have y'all down. Yesterday was a wonderful day.
It was a great day.
We got a great class. Christina fed us to a fabulous.
Oh, that dinner last night was unbelievable. Yes.
But yeah, I'm going to wish you all smaller dents and bigger dollars and excellent glue pulling.
Follow
Gene Fetty.
Good deal. Thanks. Thank you, Craig.
Yeah. Enjoy it,
brother.
man.
Yeah.